Hey guys, today's Tuesday. Today's lesson we're going to be exploring improper fractions and we're going to be utilizing the area model. An area model is just a pictorial representation where one is able to manipulate or in this case draw or jump in order to accomplish the objective. In this number line, the distance from 0 to 1 is 1 whole, meaning that if I was to place a starting point here and do an entire jump all the way to 1, that would be the equivalence of 1 whole. In this particular case, we can see that there's actually 2 jumps that represent 2 whole. So now, what fraction is the arrow pointing to? And how do you know? Well, if I look at my pictorial representation or my area model, the arrow is pointing at this particular placeholder. So now to get there, I'm going to start at 0 and I'm going to take jumps until I get to the arrow. So that's going to be 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts, 5 parts, 6 parts, 7 parts. So that was a total of 7 jumps. As we introduced fractions in yesterday's lesson, we learned that the numerator is the amount of parts that is being used out of the whole. So in order for us to identify the denominator, we will need to first identify how many pieces or jumps are being in just one single whole. So in this particular example, one whole is being represented from the distance from 0 to 1. So if we count, we know that this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So my denominator will be represented by a 4. This, guys, is an improper fraction. It is improper because when your numerator is greater than your denominator, it is an improper fraction. Fractions greater than 1 can also be shown with shapes. Each large square on the right is 1 whole. Each whole is split into 4 parts of equal size. How many fourths are shaded in total? Well, just as the number line representation, we can figure that out by just simply counting how many parts here are shaded total. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, the amount of parts that are being shaded or counted represents your numerator, and your denominator will be the amount of 1 whole. So the fraction here is 7 fourths. Now let's go ahead and practice this. First of all, we're going to go ahead and read the instructions so that we have a clear understanding of what is it that they're asking us to do. Each large shape is 1 whole. Write the fraction that is being shaded. So again, just like our first example, you always want to make sure that you count the amount of parts that are being shaded, which is going to represent your numerator. In this particular example, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that represents our numerator. In order for us to find the denominator, we only count the amount of parts that are being cut in just 1 whole. So in this example, they are 3 wholes, and that represents your numerator. So this pictorial representation, tying it back to the objective of the day, is exploring improper fractions using area models. Now we're going to go ahead and let Mr. Toledo try a different example and see how he explains it to us.
Okay, that was example A. I'm gonna do example B. And on this one, I'm gonna count how many parts I have shaded. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will put 8 term. Don't forget 8, 9, 10, 11. So I got 11 parts shaded. Now I need to know what that is the numerator. Now I need to find out the denominator. So I'm gonna get this whole unit, and I already know because I got the number 8, so I put the 8 in the bottom, which is the denominator. So again, this is an improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator. So 11/8 is the answer of this one.
Thank you, Mr. Toledo. Why don't we let Mr. Arispe give it a shot?
Okay. So, like Mr. Ojeda and Mr. Toledo explained, each large shape is one whole. So just to remind myself, I'm going to start, just in case anybody is a little confused, by tracing the outline of the shapes. So I can see, okay, I have more than one whole shape. Now, how many pieces are in each shape? I'm going to start with the denominator. Try it a little bit differently, just in case some of you think of it a little differently. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far, our denominator 6. Let's make sure the other whole matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I know 6 is my denominator. Now let's count the shaded parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I counted 10 parts shaded with a denominator of 6. Wouldn't pause it.